Hey guys, welcome to New England Haunter. My name is Jamie. Today's episode is brought to you in part by JankyBones.com. If you guys are into like surf/lake attire with a bit of spookiness mixed in, you have to check out JankyBones.com. And to my surprise, Bob at Monster Shop Tutorials here on YouTube is the owner-operator of JankyBones.com. Be sure to check out the description below for JankyBones.com, and all of his social media stuff is there as well. Oh, and I almost forgot, use the promo code MONSTERSHOP both on jankybones.com as well as in the Monster Shop to get 10% off your first order. That being said, in today's episode, we're going to be doing some skeleton corpsing. I want to show you guys a new technique that I came up with. It doesn't involve the plastic drop cloth with the wood stain. There's no liquid latex involved here, and it's really easy to do. So stick around. I'm calling this one DIY Halloween skeleton corpsing. Let's do this!
Step right up, come on in, join the show, it's about to begin.
A skeleton, 3M adhesive spray, dollar store pantyhose, green and black spray paints. And today we're using an exterior latex-based caulk. I usually use silicone-based as they say it holds up to the elements a little better, but I have used both versions for this technique with no issue. Cotton balls, and you're definitely going to need some disposable gloves. And I like to use a heat gun between layers to speed up the process, but that's optional if you don't have one. First, we'll start by applying the 3M spray adhesive. I like working in smaller sections at a time. Next, I'll grab one leg of the pantyhose and trim it down to the correct length. Putting this on might be a bit tricky because of the glue. Just remember, we're aiming for a textured, uneven look, so wrinkles and flaws will help give it that authentic corpse-like skin effect. Huge shout out to Chris Baker over at Hauntcast for the awesome tip on the pantyhose. He has a different way of corpsing using liquid latex with pantyhose, and man, I have to say the pantyhose turned out awesome for my technique. Be sure to check out Hauntcast on all platforms if you haven't already. As you can see, I'm applying another coat of the 3M spray adhesive. Don't hold back on this layer. Be generous, it really helps the pantyhose latch onto that prop securely. And grab a cotton ball. I like to tear these in half. It allows the cotton to stick more easily to the sprayed surface. Next, we'll move on to applying the caulk. I like to put a good amount of caulk on for this first layer, just a good base to start with. I used to use chip brushes for this part, but I've just discovered that working it in directly with gloves is simpler, it's more effective for me, definitely messier. You guys are going to go through a lot of gloves if you do it this way. And guys, check out these amazing wrinkles and depth and texture that's already starting to show. And we're just getting started. There's more layering and subtle paint touches coming up, and it's only going to get a lot cooler from here. As I mentioned earlier, I do like using a heat gun between layers. I will do this off camera for the rest of the video, but I did want to mention nylons will overheat and burn, so be very careful if you use a heat gun. And now for some painting. I'm kicking things off with a green shade I have here in the shop called Eden by Rust-Oleum. Be sure to go light with this, and don't be concerned if you accidentally go a little heavy in spots. That'll all smooth out when applying your next layer. And I'm repeating the same process with black. This is just a generic flat black paint. And again, just go light. Take a look at this, guys. It's turning out amazing. That green spot you see will all get touched up in the next layer, so just hang tight. Next layer, we're going to go back to adding some more 3M spray. You don't have to go as heavy this time. Now it's time to get back to layering some cotton. At this stage, it's basically a rinse and repeat process, guys. I typically go for 3 or 4 complete layers of everything. There's no strict method here. It all depends on the style you're aiming for and what feels right to you. Feel free to experiment with different paint colors as well. I decided to switch things up from the green and black and bring in a subtle brown tone to add some more depth. The shade is called London Gray. It's the same one I used on my Living Dead Girl prop, and I was really pleased with how that turned out. And here's one of the arms off that Living Dead Girl prop. I used the same technique, but I used a silicone-based caulk for this, as opposed to the latex base that we use today. Silicone is more expensive, running you around $15 a tube. The latex-based version is around $6, but supposedly the silicone is said to hold up better in outdoor conditions, but I've tested both here for weeks in heat and rain, and I haven't had any issues with either one of them. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. I am obsessed with how this technique turned out. I can't wait to use it on a full prop. You'll definitely be seeing this technique used in upcoming videos for this season. So that's it, guys. Super easy. Thanks so much for hanging out to the end. I've said it before, I do want to say it again, is the ideas I come up with, they're just starting points for you guys. Man, you guys could take this and run with it. Do as many layers as you want in any order that you want. Maybe you would rather use a different color caulk. It is available in white, almond. The almond is what I have, kind of yellowish color. And there is an actual brown too, so you could mix those together if that's the look you're going for. You could also put creepy cloth in between certain layers. I mean, cheesecloth, possibilities are endless. So thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.